How is it going, everybody? I'm going to be doing a bit to both motors tonight. We've already done a bit to camo, but I'll show you what we were doing. And I've got a couple of bits to measure up for it and stuff. And I've got a couple of bits to do to orange more because I've got stuff in for it. The first thing I'll show you is the clutch that came with it. So obviously, we were talking in the last video about clutches. This is the clutch that came out of the camo car. So that's obviously a cover plate, and it's actually a 6-paddle clutch that's in it, as you can see. Well, I don't know how well you can see it in the camera. It's worn pretty close to the rivets, and as you can see, some of them have got bits of the material missing and whatnot. So I think we'll just be fitting another one of them. As you can't see it in the camera, but it is really quite close to the rivets. So I'm not surprised that we did get that wee bit of clutch slip. It is dry. I know I mentioned in the last video it was maybe because the power steering pipe burst, but I don't think so. I think it's just done. So we'll fit a new one of them before we put the box in, and what I'm going to do now is I removed the front prop and the front part of the rear prop for the car tonight. If you look at this, this is the box that we're going to be fitting. This is a Obliga sequential, and if you look at it, this has got this big plate in the middle. So obviously we're going to need to take up that distance with the props so they both fit correctly. So obviously you can actually see it a wee bit here. Just that's a standard box. You can see just kind of the height difference. I don't know how well you can see it, but we need to take that space up anyway, because obviously the front prop won't reach in the rear prop. I was hoping it was going to go back enough in the wee telescopic bit, but when I measured it there, it's no. So we'll just get that shortened at the same time. So what I'm going to do is, obviously I'm just going to measure this with the measuring tape, and then I'll be just putting a bit of tape on this and writing on it for when it goes to the machine shop to get shortened, just how much needs to come out of this. No, sorry, how much needs to get added into this one and how much needs to come out of this one. And then I'll line all stuff up, and it's just to put the box in. Hopefully Alistair's got clutches at the house, so if he brings one of them up, we should hopefully get the box in before the end of the week. So I'm going to do that first, and then I've got a couple of bits to do with the orange car. So I've just put the box out, just in case you couldn't understand what I was meaning by that. I've measured this plate there, and it's 23mm. So obviously, if this would sit like in line with in the car, obviously normally, that just sits on there. And then obviously your box is then going to be 23mm further back, so the prop's obviously going to sit too far forward, and with your front prop, because the back of the box would be 23mm further back, obviously the rear prop would sit out of the box like that, rather than being in its hole right there. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes enough sense, but that's what we're doing anyway. We need to shorten a prop and lengthen a prop so this box will fit. Alistair managed to get a gear shift light for it, so then they come with a light, a gear indicator light. And the only other thing we need to do is a handle for the selector, and just put all the springs and that back on so you can store them. That wee spring and that comes out. We just need to put that back on, so it's see that will actually maybe be easier to put in the car with that. You might have been super close to my face there, I have no idea. Probably easier to put in the car with that off, so that's maybe why that does that. But anyway, we're going to start with the orange motor. So obviously we're inside the orange motor, and I got my new boost controller. I don't know if I mentioned that I'd bought this or not, but I think I did. But obviously for whatever reason this one's not working. They're both Gizmo boost controllers. I'm not sure if one of them's older or what. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Mine's is... My original one was an MSIBC, and I've bought a MSIBC. I take it they're the same thing. I take it they're just the same. That one's maybe just some bleached or something, I don't know what's happened. But anyway, bought that, so it's just simply just plug it in. So I plugged that in the day, and it works. So happy with that. I'm just going to put that in its wee mount and put it back in the dash. And I'm going to put my passenger seat in. I need to put my battery box cover on, and then I'll be putting my passenger seat in, and I'm also going to quickly remove my AFR, because my AFR's been faulty for whatever reason. It keeps coming up with error codes, and I'm going to quickly take the one out of the RS500 and put that in here, just so we can take this around the next couple of days and set the boost up. make sure it's not gone lean or doing anything daft since it's all been stripped and rebuilt. And that's it. That's it, ready to go. After the boost setup, that's actually ready for a track day. So quite buzzing. The only hard thing about this is obviously the camo motor's in here, and away up there is my passenger seat. It's been a while since I've had a passenger in the motor, so I'm going to need to get that done. I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, I'll quickly just bolt the battery and that done, and I'll show you putting the seat in, stealing the AFR or borrowing it, and putting the dash back together, and then that should be this ready to get the boost set up and a test drive. So what I'm quickly going to do now is just pull the AFR gauge out of this. I don't know what this is, it's got a cover over it. Give a second. So, as I was saying, I'm quickly just going to steal this AFR gauge that's in here, because the one in the escort's not working, so we can get it out and do a drive and set the boost up. And that's it. That's basically it ready. And I do need to get a move on with this. That's obviously the orange car just about finished. After that's the boost setup, if there's no issues with it, that's it, finished. That's ready to go for a track day. And the camo car, basically as soon as that's finished, I'll be back on this and I'll get this all wired up and ready to go, because it's taking far too long at the minute. So that is the AFR stolen for the 500. It's just sitting up here. I'll be able just to have somebody in the passenger seat and watch this whilst I drive it. For its first drive, I've obviously just set all the wiring up there because it's not been fitted. I've got a passenger seat in. And my boost controller's in, so I'm just going to set that up now. And what I'm needing today, because it's been so long, is actually watch a video on YouTube on my phone on how to set them up. Quite embarrassing, I forgot about this, but we'll get there. I think it's quite simple actually, if I remember. So we'll set that up and then that's it. So, and obviously that works as well. And so to set this up, you hold the bottom button for 5 seconds, and then I might do closed loop, so you press both buttons at the same time. Duty. Oh, we need a lot more duty than that. This is just a rough guess. Obviously I'll drive it and set it up when we drive it, but I'm just going to guess at 45% duty. This boost controls me to do 3.5 bar, so I'm just going to guess 45 now just to be safe. And you press both buttons again, and I'll just leave that at 20, I think. Both buttons again, and that's it set up. Easy as that. That's the boost control setup. So the next video will basically be taking it a drive, and that's it. Set up, ready to go. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope that maybe helped somebody. I don't know. It's there, but anyway. So I was planning taking it a drive today, but it's icy as anything. It's been snowing and icy and sleet and all that, so it's still no ideal. But hopefully by the weekend I'll be able to take this a drive and get it. Any wee bits ironed out that needing done. But anyway, thanks for watching the video and I hope you enjoyed it.